Now to what could be a huge boost for Manchester City ahead of their Champions League semi-final second leg against Real Madrid tomorrow night. Kyle Walker has trained this morning. He's been out injured since their quarter-final second leg against Atletico Madrid. We'll go live to Melissa Reddy at the Bernabeu shortly. But first to Keith Downey, who is speaking to Pep Guardiola this lunchtime then. So Keith, let's start with you then. What are the chances of Walker starting, do you feel?
Yeah, hi Vicky, good afternoon. I think that decision will rest in Pep Guardiola's hands, and it's one he says he will make tomorrow. That because Kyle Walker trained for the first time this week since suffering that injury against Atletico in the Champions League around 3 weeks ago. It was actually interesting this morning, quite funny at today's training session, because as Kyle Walker arrived to train alongside Jack Grealish, I was in the middle of doing a live chatting to Rob Watson, and Jack Grealish jumped in and shouted from behind me, "I know all you want to know is about Kyle Walker. Here he is, he's training, I'm coming for your job." Well, let me tell you, Jack Grealish, I'd happily swap jobs if that's what you want to do. But yeah, our pictures did show Kyle Walker there at training this morning. He looked in good spirits, training alongside the rest of his teammates, and he will travel this afternoon to Madrid alongside the rest of the Manchester City squad. They should be flying out later on this afternoon. But yeah, Pep Guardiola did speak to us at lunchtime today and said that it will be his decision, one he will make tomorrow. But I think he will be buoyed as well by the fact that he's got João Cancelo to choose from at right back as well. Remember, both Walker and Cancelo were both missing for that first leg against Real Madrid here in Manchester last week, and they conceded 3 goals, a couple of them coming down that Real left-hand side. So he will, or he should have, the two to choose from because Kyle Walker is obviously travelling. This is what Pep Guardiola had to say on the topic at 1 o'clock today.
He's going to travel tomorrow, going to decide. He's 3 weeks without training, and we'll decide tomorrow. But happy he's back, and he tried to be in contention tomorrow.
You must be feeling a lot better about the options at right back with Cancelo obviously free of suspension and Kyle back in training.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We'll see João is no doubt because he feels really good, and Kyle, we'll see tomorrow how he wake up and the treatment this afternoon, tonight, we'll see.
Yeah, well, Keith, me and Rob Dorset were speaking a few moments ago and saying how wonderful the first leg was for the neutral, 7 goals in it. Do you think they're going to change their style for this next game, City, at all?
Yeah, I don't think they know how to, Vicky, to be honest. And both Kevin De Bruyne and Pep Guardiola alluded to that at lunchtime today. They said that they expect more of the same. De Bruyne said that that's just the way Manchester City play. Pep said that sometimes you go into games and you don't play too well and you get more. Sometimes it's the complete opposite, but that is the only way we know how to play football. So I think for everyone watching, we can expect just another amazing spectacle. Back in 2016, you may remember, City went there having drawn the first leg 0-0 over here and lost 1-0. De Bruyne played that night. He was only one of 3 Manchester City players that are in the current squad that will travel there this afternoon. The other 2, Fernandinho, who came on as a substitute last week, and also Raheem Sterling as well, who started at Leeds at the weekend. But I think question marks whether he will start tomorrow with the fact that Riyad Mahrez and Bernardo Silva were both rested. But the question was posed to Kevin De Bruyne at the news conference today as to whether City are in a better position now to face Real Madrid back than 2016, and this is what he had to say.
We're in better shape now. I think I remember when we played that game, we didn't have the greatest of end of seasons that time. And Madrid was the powerhouse at that time. I know we lost 1-0 in the end with an own goal, but I think it was a pretty boring game if I remember correctly. So I think we're in a different shape right now. I think we're better set up as a team. We play better, and I think we have more experience in this stage. It was the first time ever for the club, so well, hopefully we're better prepared.
Prepared, says Kevin De Bruyne. Thank you for now, Keith. As you can see, our senior reporter Melissa Reddy is already out in Madrid waiting to speak to us as well. So Melissa, Carlo Ancelotti said that David Alaba was almost certainly out of the game. Could there still be a bit of a twist to this tale though?
He has been included in the squad, and you feel that if there is any chance of getting him on the pitch, whether it's as a substitute for a short cameo. They will try that, although that is hugely unlikely. As Carlo Ancelotti said, he's not ready, he hasn't been training, he's suffered with that adductor issue for a while now, and Real have actually done well in his absence. I think they've played 5 games without him and they've won all that. So while he is a loss, I don't think it will throw them massively off their stride, even though he's built up a really great relationship with Milito. But there were some very funny tweets about it, saying he's been included in the squad, Alaba, just to lift up the chair, you know, the celebrations if Real Madrid win, because that's become his trademark now.
And maybe that's what he's required. Look, it has been a big week for them, hasn't it, after they celebrated winning the La Liga title. Do you think this is great timing for the club to have this game right now then?
Definitely. There has been a change of mood completely after those title celebrations. Real Madrid were expected to lift the trophy. They didn't expect it to come so soon. But when you look at those scenes on the pitch, and actually when you look at the first leg and how they handled that game against Manchester City, who have been favourites for the tournament, who are the team along with Liverpool that everyone else has wanted to avoid, they weathered the storm. The first half an hour, City were absolutely electric and could have shredded Real. They kept their heads, they got themselves back into the game, and just how they managed to deal with whatever City could throw at them and that they could respond to it puts them not just in a very confident mood ahead of tomorrow night, but it also is uplifted by the fact that they know they will have their fans behind them, that they're fresh off that title win and feeling really good about that, that Benzema is in incredibly hot form and is backing himself. He wants that Ballon d'Or. So I think ahead of the first leg, the mood was very different. There was more apprehension then, whereas now it feels like Real feel that their pedigree in this competition, their current run of form, and the fact that they will have their fans behind them can really see them overturn that deficit and reach the final.